The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Let's go. It's the podcast club. Hey, let's go. John, say something. We in the building, me and John. We are about to get into some fun. Hey. Hello. I really love that. I love that sound. That sound is so good. Can you hear me, John?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. How you feel about that sound?
Yeah, I've actually got used to it, and that song came to me. Podcast Club presents. It's like things something like that. Yeah.
I like the sound. It is so bubbly and every single thing. But welcome to our podcast club. Yes, today I'm your president, Samanta Harmond, and we have your secretary in here also with me. Introduce yourself. Go ahead, John.
I'm actually the treasurer, but yeah,
the treasurer. Oh, yes. You see, he got corrected me right there. Like, yes, girl, you got it wrong. He's the treasurer, the one that keeps the money, all right? Or are you keeping the money safe?
Through a cash box.
In the cash box?
That's what I would say. I also have money as well, but, I just also save that at home and around the drawer, I would say.
In the drawer? Yeah. So how do you feel being the treasurer of the podcast club?
I mean, I'm still getting used to it. I know how to save some money. I know how to budget. So you could just say I'm trying to learn how to be a treasurer and just how to improve myself more as a club than just myself.
I love that. Yeah. So guys, this is we did our first fundraising 2 weeks ago. We never get to have a sit down to talk about it, but it was our first ever fundraising, which we just went out there just not thrown in the water, but we were just trying things. How do you think that went?
I mean, that actually wasn't too bad, but at the end of the day, I made a whole discussion about that in my own show. But I would just say at the end of the day, I just learned that pizzas, pizzas are going to be the one that's going to be more popular for students rather than the hot dogs. That's from what I know.
Pizza?
Yeah, apparently everybody just loves pizza over the hot dogs.
Yes, they were buying you see that? They were buying all of the pizza. It was gone. And then the funny thing is we had the hot dogs before the pizza came. And then the pizza came and everybody want pizza. But you know what happened though? One thing I would say we made a mistake with, we were selling 2 pizzas and a soda or water for $5. After everything finished and I rechecked back everything, we lost money. Because we're not a big business. We're not a pizza shop to be selling 2 pizza plus a soda or juice or water for $5. So right there, we were giving away the juice, the water, and the soda. So we didn't make no money off that. So in the back end, we kind of lost money. Do you think so? Did you see that?
Yeah, I've actually noticed that, but that was after the end. After when Jerry left, yeah, that's when everything fell off. And I just left around 4.
You left around 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the next one, this was a learning lesson for us. We didn't price the stuff correctly. We could have made more money, but we did make a profit. Maybe not what we aimed for, for minimum, but we did make something. But this was just a learning experience. We do have something coming up. We have the potluck competition. Do you know about that?
Oh, no, I actually forgot about that as well. But maybe Jerry knows it more than I am.
Yeah, so we do have a potluck competition. I need to reach out to Jerry so we can talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to make the poster because today is the 5th. We got approved for the 17th, which is in the next 2 weeks. So the potluck competition that we wanted was everyone that wanted to be invited or participate, they will buy a ticket for $5. They can cook whatever meal they want to cook and bring it, and then the student will be the one that will judge each food, which one was the best, and then the winner will get a prize. So that's what it was about. But today is the 5th, and we haven't start anything. So I'm gonna talk to Mr. Hutt and also talk to Jerry and see what's the best, if it's good to continue doing it or maybe try to push it back and see. Because we got to sell tickets. We got to get people to involve in order for it to be successful. So, I don't know. But how are you feeling so far about the club?
Yeah, I guess you can say for the club. I mean, sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. But overall, after leaving the film club back in April, I've actually learned to use a podcast club and just use it as a learning experience for me to learn how to do some videos. So overall, if you've seen my show, I've been enhancing video production using DaVinci Resolve in my phone, but I'm also learning the learning curves out of using a phone without a built-in mic. And very soon, I'm going to be uploading 2 videos as well as just me critiquing on the word cinematic and why the words doesn't really mean anything if you're not a film student. So I'm just saying, if you don't really know if you don't know nothing about film, there's no reason to say cinematic without knowing how film works and how that should apply to videography, content creation, something like that. And then afterwards, for the film festival, will be submitting my documentary named "The Story of Exit 24." That I've been promoting a lot just because it's my musical persona, and this is just exploring more than who I am as an artist. But now I just see myself as a sample-based musician. So new media technology, that means I'm actually combining all of these skills and just learning something new, whether it's a film club, whether it's a podcast club, or any other club that I join, which I may decide to join new clubs soon. It's, just because I want to have a purpose and not just stand there and just do nothing.
Yeah, I love that. What's the name of for the film? When is the film festival?
I think that should be around December 18th or something on a Thursday.
Where is it going to be?
That I have no data. I have no information about it since I'm no longer in that club. So.
Okay, but you said you're submitting something for it? Your documentary?
Yes.
What talk more on the documentary? What is it about?
I would say this is just me as an American Ecuadorian. And I often question myself, is it just more than cumbias? Is it more than just ballads? And so I just listen to that. It's more like a person just discovering something that used to be recognizable, and now it's no longer being. It's like you can say, I went to FL Studio, I sampled some samples made from Ecuador, and found something lost media, not lost media, but something like pop, something like ballads. It's more than just what everybody knows about. So it's more like finding the obscure musicians, learning how to sample. But, that's why I originally thought I was going to make my Soul Has Moved On. Like, that was the first thing I was thinking about as an EP. And then I decided, why not? For The Loner itself, one of the episodes I mentioned was I was going to do a documentary about it. And originally I was supposed to do that around the season 1 finale. I never made it in. But now I'm realizing that's because I never had a script to begin with. And now that I'm going to do a full documentary, I may decide to go ahead and premiere that as a film festival just because I'm not just a filmmaker, an artist, or a musician. I just gotta, I need to be someone different than, someone else involved in any other club.
I love that. I love that you're so passionate about media and what do you call it? Media and production, videography, art itself. You're very passionate about it. And I can't wait. So December, we're going to see that documentary?
Yeah, so that means I think this will probably be the first film directed by an autistic student, so by a disabled student because I'm autistic, but I know. Mm-hmm. I know I do not, any stereotypes that's represented there does not defy who I am. I'm still going to be a normal person, but
you are
I'm
a
still
normal
going to
person.
be autistic.
You are a normal person. And I love that you don't lead. So, some people, they're autistic, they lead with that. You don't lead with that. You lead with your talent and what you can do, your art. And everything, it's all a part of your story. What's the name of the documentary?
The Story of XJ24.
The Story of?
XJ24.
XJ24?
Yeah.
Did you made a cover art for it already?
No, but I actually sketched a whole poster about it. That was during the luncheon. And then, Mr. Rogers came in and said something interesting, whether I should just go ahead. He said to go ahead and just put from Ecuador to Essex. He said that sounded better than from, Ecuador to Newark.
Yes, that sounded much better. From Ecuador to Essex, yes, so much better because you're creating a story here, which is good. So Wait, I saw you sketching something at luncheon. That was what it was for?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait. I know. I was like, what is he doing? But I thought you were rewrite. I thought you were like just sketching over back your poster for Loner. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just making a new poster. All right, I can't wait to see that. Oh my God. So being an artistic student, because you said you have autism, that's correct?
Yes.
Okay. Here and campus, how would you say that play like? Does that affect you in any area when you join in any club, the student life and activity?
I would say no, but the only thing that I struggle with is communication. But that's the only thing that I'm struggling with. But otherwise, everything else, I do not have any problem. I do not have any problem with loud noises or any bright lights that I'm used to, so I don't have any issues with it.
I love that. So how many clubs have you visited so far?
So far, I've only visited this club, the podcast club, the film club, the 360 art club. That's from what I know. Like those three, look, I think, and there's also the music club as well. So I think so far I have 4. Oh yeah, now I see 5 actually. The PTK, which I'm currently attending.
So what makes the podcast club so special?
Originally, I didn't really got any plans to do any video. I didn't really have any plans, but maybe when I said I was going to leave the film club, I thought, as I said already, podcast club, maybe I can go ahead and use that experience to start my own brand. Mm-hmm. That's how Ghost City Incorporated was born. Not just because I said it was restoration. That I already discussed about that in around episode 9, which was mostly a poor attempt at me reviewing or at least covering their first film festival back in April. And now I'm going to do another one, but that's for the Christmas special on December 24th.
Okay, you have a lot of plan. I love that. So do you think that the podcast club is very meaningful in the school?
I would say, despite being small, yes. And I talked a little bit about it more than just a diary, but this is more like real life experiences, some story times. And that's why I said when I originally made the show, I also thought of, in that case, if I run out of ideas, maybe I should go ahead and start a Q&A session. Now that I'm going to be doing that, I've also mentioned that I'm going to be opening for some episode suggestions, which means if I'm out of ideas, I can let anyone give me an idea, and I'll probably just write that or include that in a future episode, such as season 3 for around the spring semester, the winter-spring semester of 26.
Okay, yeah, that would be very good because at least you're involving other people outside. So it's open a door. So what would you love to see from the podcast club? Like, what do you think we need in order to get more people to come on, maybe have their own show? What do we need to do?
I would say it just really depends on what we're going to be doing. I guess we can just start off with a commercial, and I'm able to edit just as well as Jerry. I'm also able to do some camera work as well, but that's going to depend on how we're going to execute it as.
That would be good. I think when Jerry came back from the student government show conference, we had mentioned that, Mr. Hart. I said it would be great for us to do a commercial for the podcast club, like all 4 of us do one, and they have it. You know those TVs that is around the school, and they have it playing the school, so other people can know about it. Because I think not much people know about the podcast club, even though we try to advertise it. But I think we still need to do more groundwork in getting up. But then we all, as a collective, I think we all should come together with more ideas and put it together because we all stronger as one. But that's a great idea. I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm going to ask Mr. Hutt, for us to do a commercial. You can shoot it. You said either you or Jerry edit it, whichever one. Whoever is going to shoot it, we just choose a day. We come in here because this is our podcast studio, and we do a commercial and advertising for the school.
Yeah, speaking of which, now that I come think of it, the first project that I did for television production was a commercial, and this was more about the general part of, the Students' Life and Activities Office. I made a whole commercial about it. So maybe by the club fair, if there's another club fair by around January, that's when I will say. Yeah,
there's going to be one for spring.
That's when I will say you can premiere the commercial from there.
I mean, it would be good for us to make it now because, at the end of the semester, then it will bring into the new semester. So that way, when the club fair come around, they coming into something new. They know what's going on. And by then, we can maybe do a new one if that makes sense. But doing a commercial would be really good. What else would you think you would love to see from the club
Yeah,
as a collective, like with us, not just.
I think I'm also thinking about it, but just in case, that's what I would say is an emergency plan. But just in case if my Q&A video, I wouldn't say viral, but just in case that video becomes successful, then maybe we should all just go ahead and start a Q&A. Like, whether we should just, I specifically said they can ask me any questions more about the podcast club. So if that becomes successful, we can go ahead and just start a whole general thing.
The general Q&A?
Yeah, from any member that, just in case if they want to talk more than just me, they can talk to the president, they can talk to the secretary, like anybody around the club.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that would be good. So we just throw in like ideas. Like for your show, you have the loner. So the Q&A, would it be about yourself or would it just be in general?
It would just be general, so like around ask me anything. So, those one on Reddit, I'm going to be doing that visually.
Visually? Okay. Here?
Yes, I'll be shooting it once I have all the comments. So around December, I should have it. I'll be opening up from today up until November 28th. And then the week after, I'm going to start filming the Q&A. If I have enough material.
If you have what?
Enough material, which means if there's enough questions, then I'll be able to film that.
So do you have like a camera? I know I saw you with your camera. So that's what you used to film?
Yeah, it's something film with that. There are times where I also film on my phone as well. I will be upgrading soon to the iPhone 17. That's only when the refund comes in, and that's when I'm able to afford it.
Yeah, where's the refund? Where is the refund? Where is the refund? The refund should be coming in, guys. I hear a lot of students asking, where is the refund? Don't worry, you're getting your refund, and make sure you don't spend it all, okay? Christmas is right around the corner. Make sure you buy me a gift, Samantha. Just come straight into the student dasher and ask for Mr. Hot. And so this gift is for Samantha. She's so amazing. She came top 3 from Miss New Jersey. She been doing an amazing job. Guys, your girl. Yes. I did pageant weekend last weekend and I came second runner up. I'm going to have to do a video tomorrow on that and letting y'all know. I was supposed to do a video today, but I have to go home. I will not be able to, but I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow so it can be released Monday. But, your girl, last weekend was, and y'all didn't vote for me. Did you vote for me for People Choice Award, John?
I actually wasn't really there, so no.
You didn't see the poster? You don't see?
I actually did saw the poster, just didn't really did anything. That's only because I'm usually busy.
Oh, you didn't say, let me go vote for my president. She been doing a great job at the podcast club, with her episode. No.
That's because I've been doing some assignments. So I noticed your poster, I just never really do anything. So I would like to apologize for that.
You did what?
I actually saw your poster, I just never did anything.
Oh, you didn't vote?
That's because I never voted for anybody. I never did anything, never went to any website. I was just completely busy.
Okay, I know you've been busy with your projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. Well, the competition is over. It happened last weekend. I won. I didn't win, but I won. That's what I would say. I came third place. That's second runner up. So I'm going to do a next pageant again. So before I leave here, and I'm going to win that pageant. So y'all going to see me with my crown, walking around the school and everything. But I'm excited for that. But I think for the podcast club, what I want is more members. I think because I'm so focused on school and stuff, I feel like I would love for us to do more around the school. How do you think we can get Mike? Because we need 2 mics.
Now, recently, for what I know, I actually found a microphone. And it's going to be a lavender mic. Now, again, that's also going to be part of the refunds. Like, just as soon as I have the refunds back, I may be able to afford a microphone. And I actually already found one.
Yes, I think we need 2 mics. And the reason why I said that, how there's a lot of activities around the school, right? I think it would be a great job, us as the podcast club, whenever there's activity going on, we go out there, like you're a videographer. You know, I'm good with the mic, with talking and interview. I go around, you know, asking people how they're doing, you know, how is the event, how things going on, even teachers do, while you're like videoing that. And that in itself can be a documentary of the club. I think that's a great idea.
I mean, if we do a whole documentary about it, maybe that could also happen for the next. If they ever do a third festival, maybe I should probably submit it as well, but maybe as a whole group, not just me.
No, I mean, for everything, there's a lot of things that keep on the school. Like right now, there's a poster out there that's something that's coming up for the entire week. But there's a lot of things that keep at the school. I think as the podcast club, because we do have a podcast page. You follow that page?
Yes.
Yes. So I believe what would be great is whenever there's activities of things that's going on, we as a podcast club would be like a radio station, in other words, right? So we will go there with our mic and our video, walk around, interview different people, see how they're feeling about the function that's keeping, what they have to say. And in that, we let them know, listen, we are the podcast club. We're the voice of the school. You understand? We're here. Come over to the podcast club. Come be a part of the podcast club. That way it helps us to promote more on the campus. I think that's a great idea for us to do. It's just like when I don't know if you see those videos with people that walk around the street and be asking people questions, something like that. But I think that's a great idea because I wanted to do it for my channel, for my Stay in the Lane channel. But I'm like, you can use 2 stones and kill 2 birds. It would be great for us to do it, for us to do it as a club when it's in a way to promote a club. So I think that's an idea. So I'm gonna see what's our next activity. I just need to buy 2 mics. I think I'm gonna go on Amazon and see the microphone that they have, the wireless one that we can, our Bluetooth connected.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, I think if you're, just in case, you can probably buy a Hollyland. From what I know, there's been a lot of videos where they recommend this M2 thing. It's not, I would say, I'm going to go ahead and look it up right now, but I've been looking over that microphone.
Yeah, because I had bought a microphone. Remember when we did the student fair and you were videoing me? The quality is bad. I think I had the mic maybe too much to my mouth or whatever, but the sound is so bad. I have not edited out as yet or anything because it's really bad. So I think I need like a good quality mic.
I mean, this isn't a bad option.
What's that?
This is the Hollyland Loricam M2. This is just for like $99.
Let me see that. So what we're looking at right now, so is this a video? Oh.
No, the microphone. It's like a wireless one.
So you hold this part and you talk there.
Yeah, similar to it, like that.
And here you connect it to the video?
I think this would be the phone, the transmitter and the phone, yeah.
Okay, you connect to like a phone. Okay, this is pricey, but maybe worth it. It's very pricey. But yes, that would be a great idea. I think we're going to talk about it. When we finish here as a wrap-up, I'm going to tag Jerry. Haven't seen Jerry. Have you seen him? He's supposed to see him in class, right? You both have the same classes?
I only take just animation and then filmmaking class. I actually don't have new media technology, so no. I only see him in 2 classes.
And so what's your major?
New media technology.
New media technology. I think, isn't that his major too?
I believe.
But I think you're like, because you start before him, right? So you're like ahead.
Yeah, back in January I was here.
Yeah. I think you start at the same time. I don't know. But listen, for us, I think we need consistency. You've always been consistent. Really appreciate that. The podcast club, it's just from the groundwork. We just have to work to put things together, an idea. Everybody have classes and doing their thing. But I think once we have a movement, then people will want to come on board. And I just thank you for your support and always being there, showing up, John. Never leave the club. Always there. And any advice that you have or anything that you want to see us do to the club, like you have a voice because you're a part of the executive board, anything that you will want to see us implement and do, let me know. Don't be afraid. Let me know. Let Jerry know. Let the Mr. Hut know. But let me know first, okay? But let me know, so we can say it in the executive part, because in the executive there's no members in there. It's just us. Say it in there. We come together because I think we need to do more for the club and get more people in, because everybody want to be on a mic. They just be shy sometime. And it's just more promotion. So the next thing we're going to do is shoot a commercial. These are some cinematic things. So anything that you want to say before we close out?
I think I would say if you are going to be a student, if you want to participate in the podcast club, maybe it would be a better idea if you to start cheap. If you already have a SM57, then just start with there. If you have an interface, start with there. I would just say you just need to practice first of all. So maybe just try to do your pilot episode, and then maybe submit to Mr. Ott, or at least to the president. And if they approve it, then maybe you'll have your own show. So just always practice, always have a script, so you don't go ahead and just ramble on and just like what I usually do with my own shows. That's what I'm also learning as well. Just have a script outline, and then to just ramble. That's what that would be my advice. Just stop rambling and just start a script outline.
And don't be afraid. Take the first step. Come and get your pack. Come and start your show. You have a voice. Whatever you want to talk about, you have the ability of doing that. We don't stop you from doing anything. Only thing is no profanity. And what else? No cursing. That's the same thing. No Palestine, Israel. We ain't doing that debate. Your choice is your choice of that. And that's just about it. But otherwise, for every student on Essex County College, you are welcome to come over here to the Dasher and see how you can start your podcast. Join the podcast club, okay? Because we are going up, 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 up. Join the podcast club. What I said, join the podcast club. My name is Samantha. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. I came to America. Oh, I know I'm at Essex College. I love this video. You have something? You have a rap? You have a rap?
No.
No? John don't have a rap. But that's fine, because I'm going to be on the mic. And I'm going to go every time. Okay, that was cute. But for now, I'm signing out. Samanta Harmond, your president. Have an amazing day. Go, John. Sign out.
I don't got anything else.
Okay, he don't want to sign out. Just John, your secretary,
treasurer.
treasurer.
Yeah.
I keep calling him the secretary. He needs to be the secretary and the treasurer, because we haven't seen David. We have our secretary, David. David, and I'm throwing some stone at you. Where have you been?
I've expressed my concerns on that as well. So, for those of you guys who are listening to me, go ahead and check out my new episode, just in case it releases. So come back next week maybe, and you'll see fundraisers. Another short episode, by the way. But that's going to be about it for me. And then coming up afterwards will just be, again, short form SLAOs, again, just a commentary on how not to use Cinematic properly. But that's going to be about it. So, again, this is me, Jon Inahuazo, the loner, the loner as well. I'm out as well.
Love that. And make sure you go over and check out Stay in Your Lane. Okay, we coming brand new. I think I'm going to change the name. Don't worry, because big things are going. But for now, go on YouTube at SLAOESSEX and go to the playlist, and you will see all of our podcasts. Or you can go on Instagram, stay_in_your_lane, or SLAOESSEX. Okay, I am out. Samantha.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.